Good morning, one and all. Good morning to my fiber friends and family. Welcome. Today is December 18th, 2024. And my name is Donna. This is Fancy Fiber Forum. And today we are here to talk about, among other things, we're here to talk about Aberdeen's Wool 2024 Christmas Advent box and yarn. So if you've been watching me up until now, I've been revealing to the best of my ability one mystery yarn every day for the month of December. And so today is the 18th, so we will have number 18 today. So I will get to that in a little bit. I wanted to welcome each and every one of you. And I'm having not so great a hair day, so I'm wearing this beret that I just made the other day. And I'm wearing it in a little better fashion than I wore it the other day. The other day it kind of looked like a helmet. So I'm also wearing my Chauncey shawl. That is, you can get this on Expression Fiber Arts, and I think it's probably a paid pattern, but it's a lot of fun to do. It's easy, and this thing is really big. And I also wanted to share my scarf that I made yesterday on my Centro. And basically it's just a whole skein of yarn wound out. It ended up being over 200 rounds. And I used it to the very end. I had probably that much tail left, which is smaller than it should have been because it was kind of hard to get around to each loop. I had to stretch it. And then I added 2 bright red pom-poms on the ends. So all I did was cinch up each end like you would for a hat. Cinch up each end, sewed it together real tight, added a button. You can see the button there. Added a button, and then these pom-poms have the little elastic band at the bottom, and tied those on. This way you can take the pom-poms off and wash the scarf if necessary. But I think it turned out really good. I think it turned out really, really nice. And this yarn is a King Cole Riot yarn. I don't know what the colorway is, but it's like rainbow colors. And I think I've discovered the trick to using that Centro. And it's contrary to what my friend Burniadine does now at How the Hook Turns. She's the one that gave me the idea to not use the tensioner, to just hold the yarn as you're cranking, and it's easier to control the tension. And I've noticed that the stitches are much tighter doing it this way than using the tensioner. There's too much margin for error with the tensioner. So I'd rather just not even use it. I'm not having any trouble with drop stitches or tuck stitches, which is very unusual for me for the Centro. So that's what I did with this, and I'm gonna look for more yarn to make some more scarves like this and add pom-poms. I got the idea of the pom-poms from Ellen at Ellen's Crochet. Hi, Ellen. Her pom-poms were made with yarn, and she made the pom-poms with the pom-pom maker, but I have these fake fur pom-poms, so I thought, why not add those? And I considered white, and then I thought red would really look nice with this because it's so colorful. So I'm very happy with how it turned out, and I want to make more. This is really nice. This is 30% wool and I think 70% acrylic, if I'm not mistaken. But it's a beautiful single ply worsted weight yarn, kind of like Red Heart Unforgettable. It's a lot like that. Excuse me, my nose is running. But I'm sitting here with my second cup of coffee and one of my favorite cups, and I wanted to show what I'm wearing. So 3 pieces today: the hat, the scarf, and the shawl. So I'm nice and toasty, and it's pretty chilly today. It's probably, I forgot to look at the temperature, but it's probably in the 40s here in west central Missouri. So I hunted yesterday for that yarn that I mentioned in yesterday's video. Looked everywhere again. I looked everywhere. I still can't find that blue yarn with the salmon in it. So I went ahead and started with this last night. So this is as far as I've gotten on the bias beanie using a 3.25 millimeter hook. So this is going to take a while. I think the one I made Joyce, I think I used a 3.5. I may move up to a 3.5. Maybe. Not that it'll make it go any faster. But yeah, and I even thought about adding some light blue, but I think I'm just going to stick with, and this is really a royal blue, I think. I'm just going to stick with this blue. It'll still match the scarf. I just hope I have enough. I hope this is enough. If not, I'm going to be in big trouble, because I don't have any more of this color. So I'm trying my best to get this finished before next week so that I can deliver it to my sister. I'd like to finish it before Saturday. That way I can take this and the 2 berets and drop them off to my sister, or take them to market Saturday. Hopefully I can get everything done. I'm really hoping that I can. And in regards to this scarf, I pulled out this yarn. I'm going to try this yarn and make a scarf. This is one of my favorite K&C authentic, or not authentic hand dyed, but it is hand dyed, 100% merino. I don't think you can get this anymore. I don't know if it's on the website. I haven't looked lately. Excuse me, here we go again. But I think that's kind of festive looking. And it is 240 yards. So that should make another scarf. And then I had this one as well. It's not as festive with that blue, but it would still be a pretty scarf. And then add a nice little pom-pom on the end. I think that's all I needed to talk about. I've got some packages set to go out to the mail. I'm still waiting on that last yarn order, and it still doesn't say out for delivery, so I don't know when it'll get here. I'm really kind of disappointed. I'm really disappointed that it didn't get here by now, especially knowing that it made it to Kansas City and it can't even get here where I am, which is not very far. So we'll see what happens with that. I think that's all I needed to share today. There's Goober. Hi, Goob. He's just sitting there being a good boy. The other one is downstairs in the crate because I knew he wasn't going to cooperate, and he started digging next to the shed again. I think that shed is going to end up falling over because they're digging around it. Anyway, we're going to put a smile on today and move on with today's yarn from Aberdeen's Wool, number 18. Yes, we are. We're going to see what this lovely thing is. I'm a little bit behind working my Mrs. Fezziwig, but that's okay because it only takes me a matter of minutes to add 2 rows. So now I think I get to add 6 rows. I think I'm 3 days behind. And then next week I will share my progress, and of course I'll omit or disguise that number 25 row so that I don't spoil that for anybody. So let's go ahead and open number 18, shall we? Let me refresh your memory on what yesterday was. And it was this pale yellow. And number 16, I wanted to actually open this up because, was it this one I wanted to open up? Because I was watching Shannon's and hers is so much prettier than mine. Yeah, I think I'm thinking of number 15 because this is basically just tonal pale yellow with some, there's no speckles in this one. I said that there was, but there's no speckles. But there's like some peachy tones to it. So that's number 16. I wanted to open up number 15 because Shannon's was really pretty. It had a lot of speckling. I'm a big fan of the speckle. Let me try and get this back together. There's definitely an art to figuring that out. I'll open that later. But let's go ahead and look at number 18. I'm excited. See where we're going now. So 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's really pretty. That's like peachy pinks. And I know my lighting isn't that great, but this kind of reminds me of sherbet. There's some pale yellow and like some peachy pinks in there. That's really, really pretty. So that's going to look really nice next to 17. So you can kind of see the contrast between the yellow and the peach. That's nice. I like that a lot. So it'll be a little while before we get to that. That's really beautiful. I like that. I wouldn't mind a whole hank of that. That is quite pretty. So that is number 18. And 17. Put these back in their little bags. And 16. Very nice fade. This is really nice. I'm liking the more subtle color of these. Not as bright. So 16, 17, and 18. You can kind of tell this one is more peachy. Peachy pinky. I like that. So I'm gonna here's 14. I need to ball this up today because I've got to do 13 and 14, I think, and 15 today. So I will get to that hopefully today. And I think that is all I have to talk to you about today, you guys. So this is going to be kind of a shorty. We're at almost 15 minutes. Can't can't think of anything else that I need to share with you. What do you think of the beret? I like this. I like the stitch. It's called a forked half double. Before we go, I want to give a shout out to my friend Burniadine. If you don't know who she is and haven't watched her videos, I highly recommend her. Lately, she's made her own version of sock monkey hat. It's so cute. Oh my gosh. She did it on her Centro, and she just picked the colors. I think she probably already had the colors. She picked the colors of what goes into a sock monkey yarn, and just did rows and then added a pom-pom. But she made it a little bit long, so the brim is wide again, and then the pom-pom hangs down to about here. But it's cute. It's so cute. And so is she. She's adorable. And Burniadine, if you're watching, I've never shared this with you, but the whole reason I was drawn to your channel in the beginning was your voice. Your voice is just, I don't know how to word it. It's not contagious. It just drew me in. I just really like her voice, and I still do. But she is one of the sweetest creators there is, and she's down to earth, and she doesn't script either. She just speaks her mind, and she shares her whips, and she tells stories, and yeah, she's so sweet. I love her to pieces. And I consider her my friend now. We text back and forth usually every day. And she's just a lovely human being. She really is. So I suggest you check her out if you haven't already. And show her channel some love, will you? So that's all I have for now. We will be back tomorrow with day 19. We're working our way to the end. And just wait till you see number 25. Just wait. Oh my goodness. It's not very far away. And as I've mentioned, it's already been caked up. I did happen to take a picture of the hank. So I will be able to share a picture of that hank in my video, and I'll be able to share with you my progress on my wrap at that time and show you how it's incorporated into the pattern. It's so pretty. It really is pretty. So that's all I have today, you guys. Thanks for joining me today. You have a great rest of your day. You have a great December leading up to Christmas, and I wish each and every one of you a very Merry Christmas. Take care. Remember, God loves you. Jesus loves you. I love you. And I will touch base with you again tomorrow with day 19 of the Aberdeenswool Tangled Poets Advent Calendar Yarn. Till then, take care. Bye, guys.